All right, guys, Mikey here from the Electric Scooter Guy. And guys, I hope everyone had a safe and happy holiday this year. I know I did, but it's 2022, so off to a new year, and I got a great video for you today. I figure we do a video on the best scooters of 2021 because there are a lot of nice scooters that came out in 2021. Like, for instance, this absolutely beautiful Visette 10 Plus. Now, in my opinion, this was probably one of the most popular scooters of 2021. And that's because it's a pretty light scooter. It's a 10-inch scooter, so it's not as big and heavy as some of the 11-inch scooters, but yet it's just as fast as an 11-inch scooter. With a 60-volt system, two 1,400-watt motors, the battery comes in three configurations, 20 amp hours, 25 amp hours, and 28 amp hours. But in my opinion, I think the 28 amp hour version is just a little too expensive at almost $2,800. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an awesome scooter, but it's up there in price for that 28 amp hour battery. My boy Matt, though, has the 25 amp hour battery version, and it's just not enough battery. So if it was me, I would get the 28 amp hour version. But like I said, there's a lot to like about this electric scooter, like the folding mechanism, one of the best folding mechanisms on the market. It's got the blinkers on the handle grips. That's awesome. It's one of my favorite scooters of 2021 for sure. It's got a pillowy suspension, nice soft pillowy suspension, a little too soft for my liking, but a lot of people like that. It's got nice 10-inch by 3 tires, just unbelievable. It's got a 160 millimeter rotor with zoom brakes. All right, guys, off to the next high-powered electric scooter, and we got the Nami Bernie Viper. And shout out to Richie from Scoot to Harbor. He's got the Nami, and I rode one at Fluid Freeride, and I like it. I just don't like the way it looks. I'm not a huge fan of the flat black, the way the deck lines up with the rest of the scooter. There's like space in between where the deck meets the frame. You can see all the weld marks. I don't like the kick plate too much, but it is a performance powerhouse. I mean, I love the stem. Carbon fiber stem. It's got a rock solid fucking folding mechanism. It's got a great suspension. It's known for its suspension. You could dial it in soft to hard, 160 millimeter rotors, big ass brakes, nut brakes, blinkers, horn, nice grips. I just don't like the thumb throttle. Not a big fan of the thumb throttle whatsoever. But all in all, great scooter. Unbelievable performance you get out of this thing. You really do. It's got nice lighting on the side. Not too much RGB. I don't like too much RGB. But all in all, great scooter. Performance-wise, it's just like the Bronco. The Bronco and the Nami are very, very similar scooters, the Bronco and the Nami, as you guys could see. Maybe they don't look identical, but performance-wise, same thing. They both pump out 8,400 watts. The Bronco Extreme, as you can see here, the 72-volt system, just like the Nami, pumping out 8,400 watts, just like the Nami, with two 1,500-watt motors, 35 amp hour battery, just like the Nami. They both do about 58 to 60 miles an hour. They're both about the same weight. And I was going to get the Bronco 11 Extreme, but what happened was I said to myself, you know what? I didn't know too much about Bronco at the time, and I said, I'd rather go with a Dualtron than a Bronco. But Bronco ended up turning out to be one of the best scooter companies. It comes with a steering damper, one of the best suspensions on the market. It's actually got an air suspension in the back, and in the front, you could dial it in soft to hard. Look at the back suspension on this thing. I think it comes with a D&M suspension. It's got an air suspension. You can actually connect an air pump to this suspension to go harder or softer. It's got a nice place to put your foot. I just don't like the fenders, the mud flaps. They're just too wide and they bounce around a lot. As you can see, the fenders are just way too wide, and when you go over bumps, it bounces up and down. But I like the fact that it has a steering damper. Nami needs to get on that. All right, guys, now we got the Dualtron Storm. And guys, I'm not going to compare the Dualtron Thunder 2 or the Dualtron Storm Limited because the Dualtron Storm Limited is having problems. And the Thunder 2, I mean, they just came out not too long ago. So I'll save these two scooters for 2022. But anyways, guys, off to the Dualtron Storm. And I love this scooter. It is an amazing scooter. It's just like my Ultra 2. It's pumping out 6,640 watts. 31.5 amp hour battery. So the battery's a little smaller than my Dualtron Ultra 2. And it also has the star of the show, the removable battery, which I like because if I was leaving my scooter outside or whatever, I could bring the battery inside with me and charge it. I think that's a good feature because the Storm Limited doesn't have a removable battery. It's got 160 millimeter rotors, zoom brakes. I mean, this thing is very, very nice. And I love the RGB. I love the lighting. The lighting is just unbelievable. My Ultra 2 has nice lighting, but the Storm, the lighting is even better. And these are the specs for the Storm. All right, guys, moving on to the Dualtron Ultra 2. And I'm not just putting the Dualtron Ultra 2 in this on this list because I own the scooter. No. It's on this list because it's one of the best scooters of all time, to be honest with you. It's a 72 volt system, 35 amp hour battery, so it's got a bigger battery than the Storm. These are the stats for the Dualtron Ultra 2. It's lighter, and the motors are just wound differently, so it actually tops out quicker. I got mine up to 62 miles an hour, GPS. Now, I know I only weigh 142, 143 pounds, but my God, this thing is like a rocket. And as you guys can see, I put the PMT tires on because it just comes with off-road tires, and I hate off-road tires. I hate off-road tires. They wear out quickly. Horrible. I put the steering damper on because that's one thing about the Dualtron. It needs a steering damper. It's sketchy as fuck. Then they moved the controller to the back. I love that. Love everything about this electric scooter. So the Dualtron Ultra 2 definitely makes the list for best electric scooter of 2021. All right, guys, coming up, the last scooter on the list, the Apollo Phantom. And I like this scooter, don't get me wrong. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't, but I do like it. I rode this scooter. Chuck, shout out to Chuck from Fluid Freeride. He's got the Apollo Phantom. He let me ride it. I love it. I really do. It's got a nice suspension. It's got 2 springs in the back on one side, 2 springs on the back on the other side. It's just unbelievable. It rides so soft. It's got a nice high handlebars. The screen you could actually see during the day. I mean, just ridiculous. Great scooter, great price. I mean, like I said, a lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. The version 2 just came out, so that's supposed to be even better. So let me know what you guys think about the Apollo Phantom, because it folds up and it looks really good with the silver and black. I love that look, the silver and black look. All right, guys, off to the last. This is the last one of the night, the last scooter of the night, guys, the Cobble Wolf King GT Pro. It does 60 miles an hour. Well, it does more than that. It'll probably do about 62 to 65 miles an hour. 72 volt system. It's got 2,000 watt motors pushing out 8,400 watts. They widen the handlebars. The handlebars are higher. They're wider. They move the controller to the front. I guess all you guys know that. It's just an unbelievable scooter. It's got the no flat tires. It's got the Zoom 160 millimeter rotor brakes. It's got those nice fucking headlights in the front because I have the Cobble Wolf Warrior, so I know. I just love everything about this scooter with the double stems. It's got the screen, so you can actually see during the day with this screen. You see the miles per hour. It actually gives you like the temperature of the motors and shit. It comes with blinkers, horn. I wish my Cobble came with blinkers. That's one thing I wish my Cobble had, was the blinkers. Then they smoked out the taillights on the back, and I think that looks really good as well. It's just one of the most rugged scooters. And for, you know what, guys, for $3,600, you cannot beat this scooter. This scooter for the price has got to be the best scooter on the market for the price. And what you get performance-wise, and it's one of the most rugged scooters out there. Trust me, guys, this scooter is a rugged scooter. It'll last you 15,000 miles, no problem. Now, guys, I know there's a lot of other scooters that didn't make the list, like the Visette 11 Plus. I don't think the Visette 11 Plus was worthy enough to make this list, to be honest with you guys, because of the fact that it's not that fast. It's overrated. It's nowhere near what the Cobble Wolf Warrior is. You know, there's a few other scooters, but I thought that these were the best ones for 2021. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. The Ryan and the Weephead don't count, guys.